All right. I think we are about set to go. Oh shit, did Nate leave? Jonathan, did you see if Nate leave?
I'll check outside.
I didn't see outside unless he's getting hot. You never know. We tend to lose poets to their cars and they come back smelling a certain wonderful way.
I'm not checking anyone's cars because there might be more action than I'm here for going on.
Hey, kill the music, would you? By the way, the MC is drinking. And you should be as well. Okay, cool. You want to kill the music? Music?
Oh, yeah, I can take care of that.
I'd like to lead us in just a moment in a solemn moment of reflection. So if you'd like to join me for just a second in the poetry silent prayer, our lager, which art in barrels, hallowed be thy drink. 'Tis thy will to be drunk, and I will be drunk. At home as I am in the tavern. So give us this day our foamy head, and forgive us our spillage, as we forgive those who spill against us. And lead us not to incarceration, but deliver us from hangovers. For thine is the bitter and the barley. Barmen. All right. I am too. It's just water that went. All right, so we've got 4 poets. We're going to go through these 4 poets, and then we're going to have a head-to-head. The winner gets $50 in method of their choosing, be it cash, be it Venmo, be it Cash App, be it whatever. Bitcoin, fuck you! If I could understand what the hell Bitcoin was, you think I'd be doing this for free for 18 years?
If you would have gotten into Bitcoin 18 years ago, you wouldn't have to.
That's true. That's true. You know, it's one of those, if I'd only invested in Google.
It's the imaginary money you spend your imaginary money on.
Exactly. All right. Judges, we've got time in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. We've got no props, no musical. We're going right back into it. The scores are carrying over. And then we got 4 poets, and then we're going to a head-to-head. First place, $50. Second place gets a t-shirt from Link's Closet. Here we go. Please give a huge round of applause. First poet up in the second round, it's Aisha. Look for the Good Read Better Friends podcast on all major podcasting services.
I'm gonna read some more old shit.
Oh, shit!
Okay, this is called Homage to Soulmates to Eric. Eric made me laugh so hard, I began to like the sound, the entropic party from the belly distraction. Eric looked at every beautiful girl with blue eyes dilated. I wish I could say it was for me. No matter how much tension builds, some things are not meant to burn. I promise this is not a love poem. But I was at the tip of my shyness, and I forgot that when Eric was around. I saw it as a victory. Here's a list of things I would say to Eric if I saw him again. Hey, I've been thinking about you a lot recently, and I can't explain it, so I wrote it down. I heard you were driving around Kettering. You were there for me when I lost the feeling of the ground beneath me. I want to tell you the earth is still orbiting, and I hope you are as alive as I am. I'd have written you a letter and left it in your car window, but I don't think you'd have read it. Last I heard, you were working at P.F. Chang's. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Why didn't you ever say what you meant? I recognize the cognizant mirror of laughter in place of. Eric, that does not mean I hope you're not in love. I hope you feel love so deeply that it spills. Waterfalls of love, tsunamis, love so intense you want to give it back. And Eric, may the birds around you always be singing. May you cross your legs and drink your coffee black. May you carry a credit card with $1,000 limit. May you run away again and again with shoes tied and hair curling over your ears. May you always be a melancholic tower, tall and ungraceful. May you soften from stone to clay. May you mold happiness from all that you've been given. Eric, this is not an attestation of love, but I hope she flirts with you. And I hope you and she meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings over by 2nd and Charles after arguably the worst day ever. And may you two flirt so much that your coworkers question whether you two are secretly dating. May they whisper, may you blush, may you remain comfortable in denial, heady, reddened, shallow. Eric wore his sadness fresh-faced. Put it on every morning, dewy and helplessly contoured. Mirrored another person laughing, though it looked like never getting too close. Looks like leaving no traces, burying footprints, driving out of Ohio with the front bottoms on full blast. Eric, we talked about you after you left. We talked about you like you're dead. You were there and then you weren't, but anyway, I hope we can meet again with daylight pouring. P.S. We would have sat in silence if it meant seeing you again. Thank you.
Keep it going for Aisha! Might be one of my favorite lines of the night. We talk about you like you're dead. All right. Remember, this score is going to get added to the other score. That's going to take me a minute because it's math. All right, from low to high, we have a 9.5. A 9.5 and a 10. That's a 58.7 for Aisha. That's the fastest I've ever added numbers in my life. Next, pull it out from the same table. It's Evan. Keep going, Evan. Go, Evan. He's not there yet. So, this is called cursed, aka no Roy, the Japanese word for cursed. And it's in haikus. And if you catch me not keeping to the haikus, call me out immediately. Like, throw shit. Like, don't actually. I like to be held accountable when I try to do shit like this. I know the darkness, not hidden among the dark. The light hides the mask. Have you seen the show? The TV stifles the cries of a baby here. When I sleep, I walk. When I wake, I dream of it. The light hides the mask. The boy runs outside. The baby screams in terror. I hand the mask. Evan, keep it going! All right, for Evan, from low to high, we have a 7.5, a 9, and a 9.6 for Evan. That is a... You guys, that is a 26.1. For Evan, applaud the poet. That's 55.7 overall. And Evan, yes. Haikus.
Go on.
Haiku Day. So we got a show coming up in February. All right? First February of the month, we have no feature as of right now. I challenge you to a haiku death match. The stakes, our facial hair. You beat me, I will shave my beard off on stage. I beat you, you shave your beard off on stage. Done! Haiku Deathmatch! Sucker.
So, Link, the last time this happened, how'd it work out for you?
The last time this happened, I ended up shaving my facial hair on stage because Tyler King brought all of Kroger that he worked with in to cheer him on. And it's going to go different.
You have 2 months to get a job at Kroger.
All right, next photo. Please give me a huge round of applause to Brave Nate!
Keep it going!
Woo! He's tall!
Anybody ever had somebody steal some shit from them?
Yeah.
All right, this for you. It's called I'm the Thief. I'm a thief. When I came, they never even seen me. I could be anyone off the street. I do my thing, I get it done through rain, snow, and sleet. All the things I've accumulated, wild to you. To me, it's a small feat. I've been called many names, but own up to none of them. Shit, I'm a thief. I'm a crook. Look at what I took. Video games of all names. I do this with all no shame. If it's missing, it's because I came. I saw, I liked it, I stole. I got your credit card, you clown, now your ass is back in the hole. And if I ever go to jail because of a snitch, I'm gonna get the person that told. I won't admit shit. Who, me? I'll even play a role. And I ain't even got no more shit. To the highest bidder, it was sold. I steal PlayStation 3s and big screen TVs, old ass DVDs and scratched up CDs. But you can't even call it COP because, fool, you didn't even see me. 70-inch widescreens and true religion jeans, yeah, I know you bought them, but I've been to your house, which means now I got them. I steal from the people at the top because I started from the bottom. I'm a beast. I ain't never been caught. All that Tommy Hilfiger in my closet, I stole that shit. Ain't none of that shit I bought. You come home with your stuff gone and I'm pulling out your driveway the thing that you worked hard for. Next up, Salem Avenue, 3rd Street, and Ardmore. I got more tricks up my sleeve than the down south Baptist pastor. No shit, I think somebody's pulling up. Well, I gotta go. Next time I just gotta work faster. Ain't none of y'all ready. There's a good ass reason why they call me Five Finger Freddy. I'm slick and I'm quick and I'll get over on a full fast. And if I think they're worth selling, I'll steal the underwear right up off your ass. I have a lot of things, but one of them ain't time. I got a habit, I know, for stealing shit that ain't mine. I steal toys too, from Power Rangers to Blue's Clues. Pulling out money and paying for shit is just something that I ain't used to. I don't care what you buy, I don't care what it be costing. Bro, I'm a dentist and I'm stealing whatever you call yourself flossing. If you own it, I'll own it. I steal from whites, blacks, and the handicapped. I don't discriminate. I'm a thief, and your ass better get some insurance. A pit bull with AET is one hell of a deterrent, but it ain't guaranteed. I get brave as hell once I done smoke some weed. I'm as foul as they come. Pass a law and I'ma break it. If you left it outside, that's like giving me permission to take it. Still ain't right, and I've been going to church lately, y'all. I've been trying to shake it. If you own a video game system, you better not let me play with it. I'm a thief, you clown. I steal shit and make sure I get away with it. I move with discretion. One encounter with me will teach your ass a lesson. I love walking away with other people's blessings. If I'm allowed over your house, hide the shit. I steal social security cards, EBT cards, and your kids' birth certificates. I done been all over in your house, so I already know what you're working with. Pay attention because you can learn from me by getting burned by me. All that shit in my living room, shit, none of that shit was earned by me. You can lose your shit quick if you move too slow. And the worst thing about me is, man, I ain't even a stranger. I'm somebody that your ass already know.
Frank Nate, keep it going. All right. From low to high, we have a 9.7, a 9.8, and a 10. So real quick, that's a 29.5 for Brave Nate. Applause. Poet. That's a 59.4 overall. Damn. Mm-hmm. All right, that brings us to our final poet of the second round. Please give a huge round of applause to Jonathan.
Keep it going. Stop there, man.
The illusionist stood on the stage. He announced for his finale he would be cutting a woman in half. To do this, he would utilize the classic method where a woman lies on a horizontal surface, arms and legs bound and able to move. As he thrust his blade into her, the audience was a mixture of gasp and cheer. I sat silently. I knew this wasn't an illusion or a magic trick. It was an act I had seen too many times before, a man separating a woman's head and heart from her reproductive organs. Each time with different magic words. Let me buy you a drink. Do you know how many girls would kill me where you are right now? I thought you loved me. And sometimes there are no magic words, sometimes there's just silence and flashes of light, and then the questions, what happened, did anybody see how he did it, was it my fault? Each time the man performed this act, he did so without hesitation, smiled at the camera, confident nobody would ask how it was done. Reminding the woman if she told anyone what happened, they'd only ask her a million questions. Accuse her of ruining it for everyone else. They tell her, if you went to the show, then you must have volunteered. See, the illusion has never been a man cutting a woman in half. The illusion has always been that when he is done, he has any intention of ever putting her back together again.
Keep it going for Jonathan. Seriously? Escorts will be available to get judges safely back to their vehicles. No, I'm kidding. From low to high, we have a bitch. How dare you not be perfect? 9.9 and 210. That is a 59.8 for Jonathan. Applaud the poet. All right, that means going into your final head-to-head, it is Brave Nate versus Jonathan. Oh, hold on. Okay, Google. Give me a random number. Okay. All right. It really gave me a fucking lottery ball. That's hilarious.
Nice.
I have a number between 1 and 100. Jonathan, your guess first.
69. You did a series.
All right. Nate, what's your guess? Your guess, number 1 to 100. Holy shit, he's only got 3 numbers off. It was 91. So, Nate, you get to guess. You get to go first or second. It is your choice.
Second.
You go second. Go second. Don't even think about that shit. It really did, like, when I asked it to give me a number, it like pulled like a lotto ball. Ah, the fun shit green bus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, trans and pans, anything else I happen to say? Your final 2 poets. Please give a huge round of applause to Jonathan.
Good afternoon, class. Today we'll be going over review questions for the math portion of your final exam. Please pay attention as these questions may appear on the test itself. 1. There is a gunman on the mezzanine inside the school's main entrance that has a height of 15 feet. The gunman is 5 feet 4 inches tall. You are standing 20 feet away on the ground floor of the school. Next to you, there's a trophy case that is 4 feet tall. If you shelter behind this trophy case, will it provide an adequate angle of depression to keep you out of the gunman's line of sight? 2. A gunman is holding an AR-15 rifle which can fire 120 rounds per minute or 2 rounds per second. The average high school freshman can run 8 miles per hour, which means it will take 25.6 seconds for them to run 100 yards to save coverage. Assume that gunman can accurately hit a moving target with the weapon in question 70% of the time, and the weapon will fire 51 rounds in the time it takes the target to reach safe coverage. How many times should the average high school freshman anticipate being shot before they are capable of reaching safety? 3. There are 127 students in the school's courtyard when a gunman opens fire. 12 students will be killed instantly, 23 will suffer mortal injuries and die later in the hospital. 75 will suffer non-mortal injuries, 13 will escape with minor cuts and bruises. What percentage of students walk away from this incident with images of bullets tearing through the flesh of their peers, bleeding out the schoolyard, permanently engraved in their minds? 4. You are standing 476 yards away from the gunman. He is using an AR-15 rifle. You have just completed a text to your parents letting them know there is an active shooter on campus and that you love them. You are preparing to hit send when the gunman pulls the trigger on what will prove to be a lethal shot. The average bullet speed of an AR-15 rifle is 3,250 feet per second. It will take you 9/10 of a second to hit send. Will you have time to send your parents a text message before the bullet hits you? 5. James Madison High School has a student population of 932, a combined teaching staff of 232, custodial staff of 30, and an administrative staff of 26. If the active shooter kills or injures 32 students, 14 teachers, 2 custodians, and 2 members of the administrative staff, which group of the total population of 1,220 has been targeted in a high enough percentage to be considered statistically significant? Please remember, failure to pass this exam will prevent you from moving on to the next grade.
Jonathan, keep it going for Jonathan. All right. Jonathan's score from low to high, 10, 10, 10. That's an 89.8 for Jonathan. That brings up the final poet of the night. Please give a huge round of applause to Brave Nate!
I didn't call you just to be simply calling you. I've really been going through, and there's been nobody to talk to. Now, please have a word with you. Excuse me, sorry, but call you back? What do you mean call you back? What do you mean right now? Right now? I need somebody to talk to right now, and I mean right now, because you see my life is in a crisis, and I'm trying hard to fight this, and you sit here telling me that you ain't got time? Man, this is for real this time, but there might not be a next time. The people in my life are very antagonizing and this becoming extremely agonizing. I like what else to do. You know, my rent is due, and if I don't come up with the rent money, you already know what my landlord is going to do. My car is no longer working, my boss, man, he's a jerk, and some bad decisions that I made back in the day, the government now garnishing my check. Damn, y'all, now you and I, we both couldn't come up with an answer. My problems are like cancer, eating away at my mind. You know what? I think I'm gonna go through with it this time. My life's too rough. I can't handle all this misery and pain. Pain. Now, I took a step that no one on earth should ever take. But you didn't have time for me when I was alive, so now I guess that you can talk to me at my wake. Through all my life's drama, all I ever wanted you to do was talk to me, love me, and be there for me. Mama, thank you.
Yeah.
Brave Nate, give it up one more time. All right. This is typical. From low to high, we have 10, 10, and 10. It comes down to previous scores. That's a 30. So that means that your winner tonight by 0.4 is Jonathan. Give it up for Jonathan. Give it up for Brave Nate. I got the last one. I'll do this way. Brave Nate will be taking home this delightful local photo t-shirt. Man, she's great. What mics or shows to plug?
I do, but I think we're kind of like canceling them right now because I got some things I got coming up, and I'll let you guys know on the next, because I'll
Okay.
be on the next one. So.
All right, awesome.
But you can look me up on Instagram under Brave Nate's World.
He's been tagged in all the photos for tonight. So definitely check Brave Nate out. You're winning tonight, Jonathan. Jonathan, how you want the money?
I'm sorry?
How do you want the money?
Well, cash, please.
In cash. I'll give it to you, man. But you're winning tonight, Jonathan. Please give a round of applause. Give it up for all the poets tonight. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for Yellow Cab for hosting us now for going on 5 years?
They're about, yeah. They're about, yeah.
4 years, 5 years? It's all a fucking blur for me at this point. Life is. And I don't even have any complaints.
2020 long division.
I'm just old. Our next show is December 5th, right here. We've got the Soul Blues Sensation. Reverend Lewis is going to be performing here with, I think, the spectacular right here, plus our final open mic of 2021. So then after that, our next show will be on the 16th of January. Go check our website, Making Poetry Slam, or our various social media outlets. If you like us, please tell your friends. If you hate us, keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Find us on Bumble, y'all.
Or tell your enemies. We go either way. Don't do anything I look, folks. If you